Last Halloween, my friends and I decided to explore the old hospital on the edge of town. It had been abandoned for years and everyone said it was haunted. We were excited and scared at the same time. We packed some flashlights and set off in the evening. When we arrived, the sun was setting, casting long shadows over the hospital. The front door was slightly open, creaking as it moved in the wind. We looked at each other, took a deep breath, and stepped inside. The air was cold and musty, and it smelled like dust and decay. As we walked through the dark hallways, our flashlights flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls. We passed by old rooms with broken beds and rusty equipment. Everything was covered in dust. Suddenly, we heard a loud bang coming from upstairs. We cautiously climbed the stairs to the second floor. The noise had come from a room at the end of the hall. We slowly walked towards it, our hearts pounding in our chests. When we reached the room, we saw an old wheelchair rocking back and forth on its own. We were all terrified, but we decided to keep exploring. We entered the room and looked around. There were old medical charts scattered on the floor, and the walls were covered in faded, peeling wallpaper. Then we heard a whisper. It sounded like a woman calling for help. We followed the sound to another room. Inside, we saw the ghostly figure of a nurse. She looked sad and tired, her eyes pleading for help. She pointed to a cabinet in the corner. We opened it and found a small, dusty box. Inside was a letter and a locket. The letter explained that the nurse had died in the hospital many years ago. She had been trying to deliver the locket to a patient but never got the chance. We took the locket and promised to find the patient's family. The nurse smiled and slowly vanished. We left the hospital feeling both scared and relieved. The next day, we found the patient's family and gave them the locket. They were very grateful and told us stories about the old hospital. We never went back, but we will always remember the spooky events and the ghostly nurse.